Hi friends, it's Sherry here, and today we are talking about our top 4 pick for Build Up so far. So for those of you that don't know, Build Up is this vocalist boy group survival show. And there's not much that I know about it just because it hasn't actually started broadcasting yet, I think next week. But I know the mentors are, like, some of the members are Engwang from BTOB, Sola from Mamamoo, and it's gonna be like intense vocally, so I'm very excited for it. I usually hate survival shows. I could not get into any of the produced stuff just because it was like, it's too much emotionally for me, but this seems relatively new, fun, and low stakes. Nothing too super high stake, I think. For the produced ones, I was just like if they don't get in, this is their dream. But this one seems not that high stakes. I know a bunch of the contestants are already in boy groups or some ex-boy group members. There's a lot of hints and stuff about who the contestants are. I tried not to look at any of the comments, just because it's fun. So for the first little teaser voting thing, there's 40 vocalists, and they all go by their whatever number they are, and you get a minute-ish clip of them singing, and then you can choose your top 4 and vote on the Mnet website. So they're all in the dark. You don't really know who's who. I know some people already know who everyone is. I don't know who's who. I have one good guess for with one of the members, but I listened to all 40 and I picked out my top 4, and I'm just gonna tell you all about it. So first one is V4. Now, I don't know who it is, but from the first note he sings, and I don't know how much I can show you without Mnet like copywriting this whole video, but from the first note, he's got such a sweet voice, the sweet clear voice that I really like in a vocalist. And then there's later this one part, I just think that's so pretty. That's a really pretty voice. And there's like the emotion. I really... And that like sudden switch to a deeper tone, I think that's really smart of him to just showcase what he can do vocally, even though they only have a little bit of time. So I absolutely adore V4 and his voice, and we're already like rooting for them even though we don't know anything else about them. But okay, next one that caught my eye is V6, and I have notes here. He's got a kind of husky but clear voice, and I like his control. Maybe a little bit of bias because I do, that's an ad. I do actually really like the song he sings, the Day6 song he sings. But other than that, I like sort of the huskiness in his tone. I think he was really smart in picking their song. I look forward to see if he will sing any more like rock type songs, because I think that voice, this sort of like clear high note, is really good for the K-rock band type of sound. And I just also really like his voice, where it's like kind of husky but also clear and bright. Also, when we're kind of thinking about how if you're trying to build this boy group, of how the voices will work together, so I like this sort of two clear tones working together. Now, I also don't know that much about music, so this is kind of me just talking, and if anyone is more professional in their music opinion, feel free to make your own video talking about this, but this is just my opinion, of course. So next up, we have V10, and I think, okay, this one, not only the vocals, but just watching his little clip, he looks like he's having so much fun. He's sort of grooving around, enjoying himself. I do also like his tone when he sings, and not vocally, but vibes-wise, he gives me like Big Bang Taeyang kind of vibes, you know, when he sings. And then we have like a more nasally tone. Like, I feel like he's gonna have a lot of fun on the show and what he can do vocally. I feel like, I don't know, like, it's kind of jazzy, but it's not quite. With this sort of like R&B feel of the more nasal tone, I just really like his performance. Even though you can't see much, you can tell he's like really vibing, and I love that already. And then my last pick on top 4 is V40, and this one I had a lot to write about. Is that he has a thickness to his voice that I think would provide a good balance in a vocal group. So we have the clear, the more nasally, and then like this one that's got like sort of a thicker tone. I don't know music stuff, okay? He's got a really pretty lower register. It shows a good range in his voice just from a very short clip, and I feel like, I don't know, like how many of these guys are like veterans? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Like, how many of them, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'm blanking. But how many of them are like industry seniors, if that makes any sense? Like, how many of them are the super pros versus how many of them are the rookie idols? But he feels like a super pro to me with just how well he controls his voice. It's just like the vocal control from the very start as you're starting off in a lower register. While sitting. I know some of them sit, some of them stand, but this while sitting. He's got a really pretty voice. And then you see like switches a little bit. I don't know if he's like, I don't know, like I feel like he'd be very good in an OST kind of vibe. But yeah, that is V40. So just recap, we have V4, 6, 10, and 40. That is my top 4 pick. And I will be voting on the Mnet thing for them. I also do have 4 honorable mentions. I wish it wasn't top 4 pick. I wish we could like pick more, like give me 6, you know? But my honorable mentions, and I won't drag this out too long, so I'll just talk about it. V28 has a really nice, husky, jazzy voice. I don't know how that would sound in a group setting, to be honest. V24, the tone, the technique on the fur was really nice. I think the chorus really slaps. Could have started out stronger for me. V22, he's starting off with that high note. Sounds like a Japanese rock anime opening kind of voice. Do with that what you will. And V13, very skilled. I like showing the high notes but not belting, and there's a softness to his voice that I personally very much like. So those are my picks, and some of the members, some of the vocalists, some of the vocalists that I look forward to seeing on the show. I almost wish like I wasn't gonna find out who's who if they kept the whole show just you not knowing who anyone was, because I think that'd be very interesting. But of course the diehard fans already know who their faves are, so might not have a point. But yeah, I look forward to at least watching the first episode of the show and seeing if I vibe with the format, because some Mnet shows are great and some Mnet shows are a lot of drama. So yeah, please let me know your top 4 picks by the vocalist numbers. Don't give me names. No spoilers. No names. Just let me know your top 4 picks by their numbers in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video.